Welcome to another edition of my Georgia Bulldogs Dynasty here on College Football 25. We are in Week 8, undefeated at 6-0. Have a big road matchup coming up this week with number 4 Texas, our second top 5 matchup of the season. We actually dropped down to number 2 after Ohio State beat Oregon at Oregon last week. So a little extra motivation for the guys, but we'll go over Texas's roster right quick. They are dealing with a bunch of injuries, which we have been very lucky. We are still completely healthy. Texas is definitely missing a lot of key guys, which should give us an advantage that we maybe otherwise would not have, but still having to go on the road there is going to be a tough spot. We'll start off at quarterback. Quinn Ewers, obviously, if he were to get hurt, they have the infamous Arch Manning behind him, but really good quarterback there in Ewers, one of the top-rated guys in the game and in the country. Got CJ Baxter, hell of a running back, is having a good year. I think he scored 5 touchdowns, averaging close to 5 yards a pop. Jadon Blue has barely been used by them, just going over the stats, but obviously Baxter was a 5-star. Jadon Blue was a high 4 or a 5-star, high 4-star. You got Jared Gibson, another highly rated guy there, and then Quintravion Wisner. I'm not really expecting him to play. We may see Gibson, but I think you're largely going to see these top 2 guys at wide receiver. They have Isaiah Bond, who transferred over from Alabama, having a pretty solid year. I think he's got like 4 or 5 receiving touchdowns and 2 rushing touchdowns. Silas Bolden is dealing with a torn pec. He is out for the year. You got Matthew Golden here, who is now operating as their number 2. So 2 really good wide receivers still, even with the loss of Bolden. Jonte Cook, another fast, quick guy. And Ryan Wingo is a 5-star wide receiver prospect as a freshman. Probably will see him a little bit more, but I think your main 3 are obviously going to be Bond, Golden, and Cook now. And tight end, they got Amari Niblack. You got a good overall athlete, definitely going to be a matchup nightmare for us. Gunnar Helm and Juan Davis is their top 3. This another big injury is Kelvin Banks is out this week. I think he's got like a minor injury, but is out for a couple of weeks, so that's a major positive. It looks like they're going to have to start Brandon Baker, a true freshman at left tackle. Our defensive line has feasted so far this year. This should be a matchup we can exploit. Got Hayden Connor, a senior here, good guard. You got Jake Majors, the redshirt senior at center, good player there. We got DJ Campbell, a junior, another good guy there. Their interior, their line is really strong, which has kind of been, our biggest strength has been Nazir Stackhouse, Warren Brinson, and Christian Miller, and kind of the damage they've been able to cause. So interested to see how the guys do against him. You got Jadon Chapman, a redshirt freshman, starting at right tackle. So overall, a good line. Definitely would be a lot stronger if they did have Banks healthy, but having him is going to be a major positive for us. Got Trey Moore here at left end. Really good player. Backing him up will be Colin Johnson, a very highly rated true freshman. So 2 really good players there. Trey Moore's actually hurt, so not going to have to deal with him either, apparently. Got a quad tear out for 4 weeks, so that's a major positive. So looks like we'll be seeing Colin Simmons a lot there. Ethan Burke and Baron Sorrell, 2 guys that'll probably play both of those guys a little bit here, but 2 really good players there, right in upperclassmen, high overalls. Both of them look like both good power moves. Burke has an excellent finesse move, so he's a great pass rusher. Be worth monitoring. Both of them are good against the run. Defensive tackle, you have Savea here, Tiawali Savea. Pretty good guy there. You got Vernon Broughton, another good defensive tackle. Dre Bledsoe and Bill Norton. So really strong group of defensive tackles here. Maybe no standout star. Bledsoe is a redshirt sophomore. Will be somebody to watch moving forward because we should be playing them next year as well. Left outside linebacker, you got Darion Galette, good athlete. Obviously young, being a redshirt freshman, so stuff like his play rec and awareness are not as high as they will be in a couple years, but a good athlete. Definitely a problem. He is a power rusher, but his pass rush moves are not really anything special right now, but good athlete. 95 strength at 6'3", 232 is kind of outrageous. But Behind him, we got Shane McOliver. Got Leona Lafayette, middle linebacker here. Not the best athlete. These two guys are people that we can exploit around the middle of the field, I think. With T. Anthony Smith behind him, or Ty Anthony Smith behind him. And you got their best linebacker here, Anthony Hill Jr., another really good linebacker, very good athlete, good play rec, good hit power, solid run defender. His zone and man coverage are outstanding for a guy that's technically a power rusher. Those stats are really right in line with his pass rush moves. Not maybe the best run defender, but really solid overall player there. Got Malik Muhammad, their #1 corner, is out with an injury as well. So another thing that we can exploit. See, he's got a broken collarbone, out for another couple of weeks. So they're really banged up. Even Gavin Holmes, their #2 corner, is out with an injury, partial MCL tear, out for 5 weeks. So they're down to their 3rd, 4th, and 5th. They're down to playing a lot of freshmen at corner against us. That should. You're playing on the road, so you don't try not to throw the ball too much, but definitely going to have to throw the ball some. What's up, Cameron? Thanks for tuning into the stream, my buddy. Got Andrew McBuka here, senior free safety. Really good player. I mean, just kind of hits everything. Very high zone, very high man coverage, especially for a free safety. Maybe not a supreme athlete, but at 6', 186, got plenty of speed, good change of direction. Is Xavier Filsame here. This dude's going to be a monster. As a freshman, I'm sure is playing a pretty good bit for them, but that is an outstanding athlete. And got Jade Barron here at their other safety spot. Another high overall guy. He is thankfully healthy for them. And got Derek Williams behind him. So we'll take a look and see what they've done so far this year. They're 5-1. I don't remember off the top of my head what the loss was that they have. But we will take that out and we'll jump in. First time playing in Austin in a video game in a long time. So excited with that and kind of see how the crowd is. But let's see what Texas has done this year. Oh, that's right. They lost to Colorado State in week 1. In a huge upset at home. Then beat Michigan on the road, beat UTSA. It finally kind of got going. Obviously, the Michigan is an impressive win, especially Michigan's #6 right now still. But, not really overly super impressive through their first 3 games. And then UL Monroe, they dogpiled on and then beat up on Mississippi State, who kind of roughly the same score we did both those games at home. And then they did beat Oklahoma 24-20. And yeah, now they're hosting us. Looks like we are game of the week again. This is now the 4th game of the week. I think we had Clemson, Alabama, I think Auburn being a top 20 matchup, I think was also game of the week. And yeah, got a matchup here with Texas. Same sliders as everything we've been using. Let's see what we got. A little rusty, only played 1 game over the last 3 or 4 days. His work has picked up, but we'll get to it and see what we got. As again, we are traveling to Texas. 3rd road game of the season. We have had a neutral site game with Clemson. Blew out Alabama 31-10 there and pulled away from Kentucky really late in that game. Ended up beating them pretty significantly, but it was a game that we were kind of struggling heading into the 4th quarter. But yeah, #2 versus #4. Georgia's got to feel disrespected, dropping down to the polls despite being undefeated with a couple of really big wins. Clemson, Alabama, and Auburn are all still top 25 teams from what I remember. But yeah, looks like looks like Georgia's going to kick off. See if they can get an early stop as Thorson booms it. Kicks it about halfway into the end zone, and it is going to be kneel down. And yeah, Quinn Ewers having a really good season so far, over 71% completion percentage, 11 tutties to 2 interceptions. They've got 8 or 9 rushing touchdowns too. So this has been a good offense so far. Maybe not up to Georgia's qualities. We get RPO action from Ewers out wide. I believe that's to Jonte Cook. Yep, gains a first down. Got C.J. Baxter in the backfield with Ewers. Georgia, it is a handoff to Baxter. Georgia got a handle on him. Nice strong tackle there by Aguero to finish that off. Braylon Wilson got the first hit on there, but it was Aguero that finished it off there. Ewers takes the snap, tries to get the ball out to Cook. Good play by the defense. Malachi Starks cleans that up. Got a 3rd and 7. Let's see, Georgia. Probably going to be playing the sticks here. Oh, really nice pass from Ewers, and it is completed. Jonte Cook already with his 3rd catch of the game. That's a hell of a throw. Ewers moving to his right, throws it kind of cross body over the middle. That's a dangerous throw typically, but was able to find his man out in the open, and they no huddle. Ewers in the pistol, Baxter behind him. Looks like he's calling an audible here. Ewers sends Cook in motion, and it's a touch pass to Cook, already with his 4th catch, and Cook gains about 4 yards there. Georgia swarms him. Ewers and Cook off to a really hot start so far in this game. Ewers with 2 backs in the backfield with him. Got Blue. He sends Blue in motion. He takes the snap. Just a really nice play design there. Ewers able to find the open receiver again. Not exactly sure who it was. May have been Matthew Golden on the catch there. Ewers and this Texas offense are just rolling down the field. He hands it off to Baxter. Baxter is stuffed though, as Mond is able to get off the block. Baxter with 2 carries for 1 yard so far. They're pointing out Banks Jr. is an impact player, and he's actually hurt. That's not a major positive there. Ewers takes the snap. It's another handoff to Baxter. Christian Miller and Warren Brinson are able to bring him down. It's a 3rd and 5. Ewers in the shotgun. Got 2 way out to his right with the tight end. Not Black right over it. He sends Cook in motion. And it's going to be a run. Really good blocking. Baxter's able to get the first down, take it to the 1 yard line. See if Georgia can get a defensive stop here. 3 out wide. You got Blue in the backfield with Ewers. Ewers takes the snap. It is a run. Georgia defense reads it, but Blue makes a nice cut, and Texas up early, 7-0. Or excuse me, 6-0. He strikes the Heisman pose as the backup running back, averaging less than 3 yards a carry. Nonetheless, Texas with a really nice, impressive drive there. It's a good way to keep the crowd going early in the game. Georgia didn't really have much for them. Ewers made a couple of really nice plays on that drive. And Texas was able to run the ball. That's kind of been a bugaboo for Georgia so far this year, as it was in the 2023 season. Not being super consistent with their ability to stop the run, and that gave Texas some good down and distance. And here we go. Got Trevor Etienne again wearing the number 17. He's had a good season so far. He's been a really key player for Georgia in this offense. And Georgia gets the ball for the first time in this top 5 matchup in a hostile environment. Beck fakes the handoff, gets it out to Urasek. Urasek, ooh, breaks the tackle, gets a first down, gain of about 14 on the first play. Makes it 1st and 10 at the 35. Beck now in the shotgun, 3 out wide to his right. Etienne in the backfield. Beck hands it off. Etienne breaks a tackle, but Texas swarms him. Still is able to fall forward and gains 3. Kind of expecting Georgia to keep up with what they've been doing so far this year. A lot of short passes. Got to make sure that we're getting the ball to the right player at the right time. They try to get the screen off, but Beck is hit just as he tries to get the throwaway. This is not the spot that you want to be in if you were Georgia. Defense kind of got ran down off the field there, ran down their throat there on the first drive. He's going to get the ball to Humphreys, but Humphreys is going to be stopped just a gain of 5. It's 4th down, and Georgia's going to have to punt. Really nice job by the Texas defense there, as they do hit the punter, but they're not going to get the call. And it's a fair catch. Nice punt for Thorson. Did not maybe get the call when we've had a couple of ticky-tacky ones. Called on us as far as roughing the punter and kicker, and he gets it out again. DeJounte Cook already with 5 catches for 46 yards. They're really utilizing the RPO game. Georgia might have to switch up some things they're doing defensively. This is a 2nd and short. It's not Black out in motion, and it's RPO, and it's out to Isaiah Bond for his first catch of the game. Georgia a little shell-shocked early here. Ewers in the shotgun. He has Baxter to his left. Sees the receiver in motion. It is a handoff to Baxter. Baxter's really nice run there. Looked like it was going to be stopped for a short gain. Ends up gaining 5. Georgia looking for answers on defense. Ewers in the shotgun. Baxter to his left. Again, sends a receiver in motion. And Baxter is able to get the first down. Texas is going to do a lot of what Georgia tries to do. They spread you out, and then run the football on you, puts you in bad spots defensively. Ewers RPO again, but he is wrapped up by Everett. That was Ryan Wingo, the true freshman there with the catch. Ewers in the shotgun. Baxter to his right. Again, sees the receiver in motion. That's Isaiah Bond. Oh, and they hit him with the play action, but it's a sack. Guess who? Kristen Miller, the redshirt sophomore, having an outstanding season as Warren Brinson helped clean up Ewers there for the sack. Let's take a look at the replay. Kristen Miller is having an outstanding season, leading the entire country, I believe, in tackles for loss. It's at like 7.5 sacks now, I believe. Jalen Walker was leading the team heading into the game with 7 sacks. I think Miller was at 6.5. Ewers takes the snap. He's getting swarmed. He's sacked again. Jalen Walker and Michael Williams back-to-back sacks for the Georgia defense, and Texas is going to have to punt. Nice response after a couple of first downs on that drive from the Georgia defense. They punted away to Anthony Evans, who's going to call the fair catch. So 1st and 10 for the Georgia offense, starting off at the 22. Obviously, the first drive did not go the way Georgia wanted it to. This stadium is definitely rocking and rolling right now. Beck takes the snap, hands it off to Etienne. Etienne trying to bounce it outside, only gained 1. Did have pressure coming on the interior, was not able to cut it up the way that he would want to there. This stadium is really affecting Beck, even more than Alabama did so far. He finds Jurasek with 2 really good, first down catches so far in this one. And the Georgia offense is now at a 1st and 10. Let's see what Georgia tries to do here. They're trying to get this crowd out of this game a little bit. As Beck sends Lovett in motion. He hands it off to Lovett on the touch pass. Lovett able to break to the outside. Tries to juke his way, but only a gain of 5 there. His first catch of the day. Georgia again in the shotgun. And that's going to be a fumble. As Beck tries to get the pass away but gets sacked around the end. I didn't see who it was. Texas has the ball at Georgia's 31-yard line. Been a rough first quarter for the Georgia offense. Ethan Burke with the strip sack. Beck was trying to bring that ball up for a pass, but was unable to do so to get it out in time. Ewers RPO action, and 2 Texas guys run into each other. Probably would have been a big play for Texas there. That really worked out in Georgia's favor. It's now 2nd and 10. Let's see what they do. They move a tight end in motion. And it is a carry. Michael Williams, really nice play. Texas tried to run a counter. Michael Williams blew that up. We now have a 3rd and 13. Georgia's defense really trying to step up here on the short field. And that is almost an outstanding catch. But Ewers just a little off in his throw. Wide receiver had to try to dive to catch it. And Georgia looks like luckily at least forced the field goal attempt here. And the kick is up, and the kick is good. Texas up 10-0 early here in the game. Georgia's defense after the first drive is definitely looks like they're playing a little better. They're playing very well in the front. Kind of got away with 2 plays there though. With the Texas wide receivers running into each other, and then Ewers just missing the throw there. Beck in the shotgun, 3 to his left. Etienne puts ETN in motion. He dumps the pass out to him. He's got good blocking up ahead of him, and ETN's going to gain about 13 before he ducks out of bounds. Georgia is certainly not in desperation mode yet by any stretch of the imagination. This is a largely battle-tested team with a good senior quarterback. Beck takes the snap, hands it off to Branson. Branson cuts back up, gains about 3. They line up 4 wide. Beck takes the snap. He's going to get, he's able to escape pressure, and he slides down, gain of about 4 there. Beck did not get the pass off, but was able to get away from pressure. Beck in the shotgun. He takes the snap. That ball is complete to Lovett, who wanted to make sure he catches it, does get the first down. Georgia trying to get into rhythm. The short passing game has been killer for them all year, along with Delt being a big play guy. Tight end Beck. ETN to his left. He hands off to ETN. ETN with a pretty solid run there, gain of about 4 at 2nd and 6. Key thing is making sure you're staying ahead of the chains if you're Georgia. Trying to get this crowd out of the game. And he hands off to ETN. ETN is able to gain about 2 there. Georgia lines up again as the crowd back into back in the shotgun. ETN to his left. He takes the snap. He's going to try to loft that ball to Bell. Bell gets it in his hands, but the ball gets knocked out. We're at the Texas 44. Would not surprise me at all to see Georgia go for this one, and they do look as if they are leaving the offense out on the field. Beck in the shotgun. He takes the snap. He's going to have Lovett for the catch. Gain of 5 on a 4th and 4. Exactly what they're looking for. Has not been able to get Lovett on any big plays, but that's the end of the first quarter. Georgia down 10, but did just convert the 4th down. They're at about the Texas 39-yard line or so. Texas had a really good first drive. The fumble from Beck, so he got stripped on an Ethan Burke, sack. Gave Texas a short field in Texas' first drive. They went right down the field and scored a touchdown. Georgia's trying to stay in it. It's been a rough start for sure for Georgia. Got Beck in the shotgun. He takes the snap. He's going to lob that to Anthony Evans, who catches it for a touchdown. Georgia, shoot the arrow, young man. Georgia back in the game as if they were really out. Beck calls the audible, gets his speedy sophomore into the open field in 101 press coverage. Anthony Evans, if he can get off the line, has plenty of speed. Beck stands in the pocket, gets up, makes a really nice, perfect throw as Anthony Evans raced past the cornerback again. Georgia feels like as long as they can get pressure and kind of keep this crowd out of it, Georgia feels good about being able to throw the football in this game. Texas is battling a lot of, a couple injuries to their top 2 corners, a couple more injuries along the defensive line, some injuries in the offensive line and at wide receiver. Georgia rebounds well on that drive now, and they get a stop. Again, defensively, it's a run. Baxter tries to cut up. Mondin makes a big play and is able to hang on until he gets help from Damon Wilson and Raylan Wilson. It's now a 2nd and 11. Really good play by Mondin there to be his Baxter. Tried to stretch that one wide. Send a wide receiver in motion. It's a counter. Baxter shows good patience and follows his blocking there for a gain of about 8. Makes it a 3rd and 3. Texas has the entire playbook open here. They've shown they can run the ball. They've also done really well with the quick passing game. It sends Nyblack out wide, It is a play action. He dumps it off. Georgia has nobody there for the tight end. Good play design. Is able to get the ball to Gunnar Helm there for the first down. Viewers in the backfield. Baxter to his left. Sends a receiver in motion again. And it is going to be out to him, and he is going to lose. Isaiah Bond loses about 3 on that play. 2nd and 13. Georgia's defense, again, needing a stop here. Another play, or excuse me, another RPO. Cornerback, I believe that was Julian Humphrey, missed the tackle in the open field with Golden as he was able to get around the other receiver trying to block him. It is now Texas 3rd and 3. Can Georgia get a stop? It's RPO. Does get the ball out to Golden for a first down. Georgia's getting killed with the RPOs. See what they decide to do. They send him in motion. It's a deep handoff to Baxter. Hold on 1 second, guys. I've got a work phone call. Sorry about that, guys, and we are back. 2nd and 11. Able to make a nice tackle there on Baxter. Georgia trying to keep Texas out of scoring range. They have sent guys in motion every play. Dump out, need a nice open field tackle, and they get it from Julian Humphrey. Makes up for the missed tackle earlier, just to gain a 2. I think this would be too long of a field goal here, but Georgia's got to get off the field. 4 wide set. Viewers don't stop from Georgia. Maybe try to block the punt here. Ellis Robinson going to try to come off the up, and it is good. They got a good kicker. I know that. Woodring is definitely better in real life than the way I play with him. But, Cameron, are you by chance still on? Can you hear me? I had issues the other day. Anthony Evans back there to catch it. And he fumbles, but Georgia's able to get back on it. Raylan Wilson falls on it, thankfully. Anthony Evans took a shot on that play, for sure. All right, Georgia has a chance to drive down the field. You know, Tide maybe take the lead. Beck takes the snap. It's a handoff. ETN's able to get around the first defender. Breaks another tackle. Really good run by ETN. Gain of 7. Thank you, Cameron. I appreciate it. I don't know if you saw my first Tulane video. Somehow I just either messed up, recorded my commentary, or it never came through. So appreciate you letting me know. Beck in the shotgun, 3 wide to his right. Going to dump that one off to Oscar Delp. Make sure we get the first down. Delp's been outstanding so far this year. Has definitely took over the Brock Bowers role in this offense, and is the team's leading receiver. Leads all tight ends in the country in receptions, receiving yards, and touchdowns. ETN gets the screen and almost gets around the edge. Gain of 8. Georgia kind of definitely feels like they're in rhythm here on offense. Again, they think they can take advantage of these guys in the passing game, but as we get another carry to ETN has kind of gotten going over the past couple of weeks after a slower start to the season. Let's see what Georgia does now. Beck in the shotgun. They run a deep draw to Branson. Branson gets nice blocking up front. Delivers the blow. Gain of 7 there. All Georgia's trying to do is consistently stay ahead of the chains. Right now, they're looking like they can run the ball on Texas. We got ETN back out there with Beck. ETN takes the carry, gets up the middle, and does gain the first down. We like to see it, Georgia Bulldog Nation. Beck, 4 wide, Delp in the slot. Branson to his left. He hands it off to Branson. Branson up the middle. Gain of about 4. It's worth noting that Georgia, taking a look at the stat line coming into this game, on the fewest carries among the 3 backs, the guy with the most broken tackles has actually been Roderick Robinson. Beck on a scramble, finds room up the middle, slides for a first down. Georgia definitely going to try to find a way to get Roderick more involved. But the comfort that they have in Branson right now and how well he's run the football as Branson gets a carry. Really nice blocking there. Tate Ratledge stays behind and is able to get the defender trying to chase Branson down from behind. First down run for Branson, 4 wide. Branson to Beck's left. He takes the snap. He's going to get that ball to Delp, and Delp, sure hands. A first down. Really nice throw there. He kind of had the linebacker there in a bad spot in his zone. Ended up trying to duck down to catch Branson coming over the middle. As they dump it off Branson. He's got some blockers. Can he get the edge? And Branson has scored a touchdown. Georgia. Branson Robinson, shoot the arrow, young man. Georgia has tied this game up. A bad first quarter. Georgia trying to respond here in the second quarter. Look at this setup here. Branson gets the block and he sets up the defender who gets caught up in that block, and Branson finishes it off strong. Beck 12 of 14, 132 yards and 2 scores so far. And Woodring is on right down the middle of Georgia. 11 plays, 84 yards, a 3-minute drive. Georgia is up 14-13. As Thorson kicks it off. That one should be a touchback, and it is. Georgia up 14-13. And now if you're Texas, how do you respond? Georgia's defense is playing well right now. As Ewers sends his guy out in motion, and they throw an RPO. Heck of a catch there by Golden. Georgia's going to have to try to mix up some coverage here. As Ewers has definitely, been in a good spot so far. He's got Baxter to his right. They send Bond in motion. It's a flip pass. Bondin is able to get wide enough where Baxter has to block him. Isaiah Bond tries to turn the ball back inside where Georgia's defenders can meet him. It's a 2nd and 9. Ewers, both Blue and Baxter in the backfield with him. He sends Blue in motion. We've seen him do this a couple of times. Really nice pass out. Isaiah Bond, it's a fumble. Georgia had defenders. Nobody could get it. Texas is able to recover it. Seen lots of fumbles already early in this game. Georgia looks like they're going to run the press as we hit the 2-minute warning. And if Georgia would have been able to get that recovery, huge hit by Humphrey there. Let's see, Ewers with Baxter in the backfield with him. Receivers out to his right. Stutter step. They've got to be able, and Ewers, they almost are getting to him there. He does duck it and throw it away. Texas is forced to punt. Georgia's is definitely improved since the first drive on 3rd down. Texas does get that one away, a heck of a punt, and that's going to be at the 11-yard line. Georgia's got 1:49. They have the lead. They start off with the ball in the crazy. Beck sends ETN in motion. Gets the ball out to ETN. Check the first defender. ETN, a gain of about 15 there. 1st down, ETN running like a man possessed. It's having just a really, really strong game for the star running back Beck. They can maybe get into the snap. Oh, and he gets hit right as he tries to get the ball off, and a dump off to ETN there. Beck has been very comfortable in these situations so far this year. Georgia has put him in the 5 wide a lot so far this year. Beck takes the snap, and that ball is that's going to be a pick 6. They read that play. Georgia has run that play on a lot of crucial 3rd downs, and Beck reads the inside defender. Does not wait to see the outside quarterback. See whether or not he backs off. Kobe Black reads that one like a book. Georgia's gone to that well a lot this year. Texas definitely reading their scouting reports, and Texas is able to take the lead. We get a touchback, Georgia now. Again, we talked about it beforehand. What you did not want was the mistake there. And unfortunately, they had one. Georgia, though, back in the 5 wide. He takes the snap. He does find Delp, but he gets a little off on his throw there. He had Delp. What would have been a huge gain with a little bit more of an accurate throw. Beck, 5 wide, takes the snap. He dumps it off to Lovett. Lovett gets outside of that defender. He's going to gain a 1st down. He got a little over a minute left at their own 36-yard line. Georgia trying to find a big play. Beck takes the snap, and he tries to fit that into Lovett. He read the corner on the blitz there. Georgia. Beck takes the snap. That's got to be a pass interference, but no call. Georgia again going 5 wide. Trying to trust the arm of Beck here as we close out the first half. Beck going to try to scramble. He lowers his shoulder, and that's a fumble, but Georgia does recover it as Texas calls a timeout. Beck not really known for his rushing ability, and as we see, Georgia is debating actually going for this on their side of the field. Their defense is playing well enough, though. Georgia is going to punt this one away. And it's a short punt, a fair catch. Excuse me, guys. Texas now has the ball at their own 29. Exactly, not really the finish that Georgia wanted this first half, as he does get Jonte Cook on a really nice play. Gets the ball out to the 40. A bad finish to this first half for the Georgia Bulldog offense. Beck throws his first pick 6 of the season in the spot that you really needed to, get out to halftime, and Everett knocks that ball away. Probably could have picked it off, but did get the swat there on a nice play by the junior. Ewers, Baxter to his right. It's a really nice play out to Isaiah Bond as Humphrey was in good position, just had his head turned around. Georgia cannot allow a touchdown here. Got to hold them. That ball almost intercepted, but he does find a way to get it to Golden. First and 10, 5 wide. I believe that was Mondin who almost had the interception on that last play. It's a wide receiver screen. It's set up nicely, but Everett's able to make a really good open field tackle there. Texas letting the clock run down. They've got a single timeout left. They put a receiver in motion. That ball is knocked away. Mondin able to knock the ball out of the tight end's hand. 3rd and 3, Georgia desperately needing a defensive stop. They send the wide receiver in motion again. Ewers tries to scramble. He gets sacked by Michael Williams in the Georgia defense. Texas is likely to get a field goal, but Georgia's defense does stand tall when it needs it the most there. Could not allow a touchdown. That kick is good. Georgia finds some special teams magic right here before the half. Arian Smith, one of the fastest players in all of college football, tries to bounce it outside. Georgia down 23-14 at the half. We're playing so well in that second quarter, up 14-3. Beck with the pick 6 late. Georgia was just really in a spot there, just bad management at the end of the second quarter. Georgia's in a good spot to run the ball out, play it safe. And Beck, that's a pass that he typically, has gone to the well several times there on the 3rd down. But Kobe Black reads it like a book and gets the pick 6 there. Georgia does get the ball to start the second half, but now you've got the crowd back into the game. Let's see how Georgia can respond. Anthony Evans back to receive the kick, catches it at the 1. Not a whole lot of running room there. He gets it up to only the 18-yard line. Georgia's got to be very patient. The defense is playing largely really well. Beck takes the snap. It's a handoff. Etienne is met up the middle. Probably should have tried to bounce that one outside. Had the hold, but was unable to hit it. This crowd is all the way back into the game. Beck takes the snap. Going to get it to Lovett. Lovett in space. That's going to be a first down for Georgia. Six catches, 46 yards for Lovett. Beck. 1st and 10. Hands it off to Etienne. Etienne's able to break a tackle. Gain of 4. Georgia's just trying to stay patient. There's plenty of time left in this game. Just play it safe. They send Lovett in motion. It's a touch pass. He's got a blocker out in front. Love it. Just a gain of 4 there as the Texas defenders were able to get off of to get off their guys, get off the blocks, make a play there. This is a big 3rd down here for Georgia. Beck in the shotgun. It's a handoff. He's got the block in. Etienne falls forward. Just wanted, simply trying to get up the field was all he was trying to do there. And does get the 1st down. It is 1st and 10 for Georgia. Beck takes the snap. They send the pressure. He tries to dump it off to Delp. Delp does catch it. The ball is almost knocked away, but because of the kind of the dangerous throw there going against the blitz. Oh no, that ball's picked off. Beck off the back foot. And that ball's gonna be a pick 6 for Texas. Kobe Black, his 2nd pick 6. I think that is purely a defense rattling, the crowd rattling back, a mix-up, to be honest, of just buttons. I don't know how else to put it there. Yeah, Cameron, I pressed the wrong button there trying to throw the screen. Oh, yeah. All right. Time for Georgia to man up here. Anthony Evans takes the kick from about the 4. Does not get a block from Urasek. All right. Yeah, that's a tough one, Cameron. The crowd, I thought he was the RB on that one. He's not. Yeah, gotta love SEC football. Beck sends Etienne in motion. He dumps it out to Etienne, and Texas all over that play. Georgia's run that a couple times with a lot of success. Didn't find much on that play. Again, there's still plenty of time for Georgia. They're down, just 2 scores. Got to find a way to be patient. Too high safety look. Beck's going to try to go deep. Anthony Evans with the speed. Anthony Evans. That's how you respond. Down the sideline. Shoot the arrow, young man. Georgia, let's go. Humongous touchdown for Carson Beck in this Georgia offense. Finds Anthony Evans. He takes his deep shot. We talked about playing patiently. He was able to get, stride for stride with the corner. And there's not a corner in America running stride for stride with Anthony Evans. Woodring pushed the kick up, 29-21. Georgia still trailing, but right back into it. Huge play for the Dogs. Thorson kicks it off into the end zone. That's going to be a touchback. If Georgia can survive 2 pick 6s, desperately needing a big play here from the defense. Ewers in the shotgun, puts a receiver in motion. It's a play action pass, and he gets his man Golden. They respond immediately with a huge play. What has happened the past couple of minutes in this game? A pick 6, an 80-plus yard touchdown pass for Georgia. Immediately a 75-yard touchdown from Texas. And just as Georgia gets back into this one, a defensive breakdown, Golden is able to get behind Everett for the touchdown. Arian Smith now trying to take it, gets it up to close to the 20. And just as Georgia feels like they're getting some momentum back, it gets taken right back away from them. Beck in the shotgun. He takes the snap, hands it off to Etienne. Etienne with a nice juke. Going to be a gain of about 7 if he ever goes down. A gain of 8 officially. Got a 2nd and 2 here for the Georgia offense. Beck takes the snap. Beck's going to try to scramble. He does end up gaining a yard there. Had some open room. was unable to get around the last defender there. 5 wide, 3rd and 1. Beck takes the snap, and he gonna get sacked. Georgia's offensive line unable to control the pass rush there. Baron Sorrell with the sack, and Georgia first forced to punt. Georgia in a bad spot here, down 15. Georgia's defense, if ever there was a time to get a turnover, now would be the time he sends Baxter in motion. And that's a nice play by Nyblack. And again, almost a first down there. But what a response from Texas on that last drive with the big, huge touchdown to Golden. Ewer sends a guy in motion. He gets it out to Golden again, who gets Roman Reigns / Goldberg speared by Ingram Dawkins. 3rd and 1. Can Georgia find a way to get off the field here? Send the receiver in motion again. And he's open again. Wide open, Nyblack. Touchdown. Georgia is now in a very bad spot in this game. They just have no momentum. How did that guy get so open? Nyblack just... Okay. 43-21 here, Georgia. 2 pick sixes have made all the difference in the world just as they were leading. Looked like heading into halftime. They were up 14-13 at one point, and it has been all Texas since then. Let's see what this Georgia offense can try to do here. Beck in the shotgun. He takes the snap. He's going to dump that ball off to Lovett. Lovett gets a little bit of room. Gain of 1. Beck again in the shotgun. 2 wide. Takes the snap. He's got Bell. Bell catches it. Is he going to score? Can he outrun the defender? He does. Touchdown. This has been a hell of a 3rd quarter for both of these offenses. Oh. Georgia goes for the 2-point conversion, and he got Anthony Evans over the middle. It is now a 2-touchdown game. All offenses with just huge plays everywhere. Georgia has got to get a couple of stops defensively. Have not done a great job of that here, as Texas has scored 2 long touchdowns on their last 3 plays. Ewers takes the snap. It's an RPO and another hell of a catch. Ewers has been a little inaccurate on some of these throws. These guys have had to make some acrobatic catches for Golden. Torching this Georgia defense. Ewers in the backfield in the shotgun. Sends Baxter in motion. That ball is drilled as Raylan Wilson hits the tight end. Immediately is able to knock that ball out of Amari Nyblack's hands. Ewers in the shotgun, 3 wide. Nyblack at tight end. He sends a receiver in motion. Imagine that. And that is a play action. Oh, that ball. Ellis Robinson, I thought he'd undercut it. 3rd and 4. Defense stand up. Can they get a stop? They so desperately need. Receiver. Imagine that again in motion. Georgia able to knock him down. A 3rd down stop for the Georgia defense. Texas has to punt. There are still over 2.5 minutes left in this 3rd quarter. And what a 3rd quarter it has been. Carson Beck in the shotgun. Hands it off to Etienne. Etienne gets a good block. He jukes the defender. Etienne finds a way to gain 9 there as he falls forward. Georgia desperately needs a score here. Beck hands it off to Branson. Branson up the middle, runs over a Texas defender for a first down. Georgia's offense. What a third quarter this has been. Beck, play action. He's gonna get sacked. Could have gotten that ball out to Branson. They tried to create the big play. Did not have it. Jeray Bledsoe on the sack. Beck again 4 wide. Takes the snap. He's gonna, a really nice play by the middle linebacker as Delpit beating his man. Okay. 3rd and 12, Georgia. I think they got to figure out a way. He was able to, didn't get the snap off though. He's gonna find, and Evans can't hang on to the 3rd down. Georgia's gonna have to punt. That's a roughing the punter. It's gonna be a Georgia first down, staying alive.
Personal foul. Roughing the kicker. Defense.
That could be the type of momentum swing there that Georgia needs. Beck in the shotgun, the handoff to Branson. Branson got a little room, shakes a tackle, falls forward, a gain of 6. That is one thing you can say about Branson. He is going to fall forward. Beck in the shotgun. It's a handoff, Etienne. He gets up the middle. It's a 3rd and 1 now. This Texas crowd starting to come alive again, knows their defense needs them. It's a handoff to Etienne. Etienne gets up the field. That can't be a fumble. He's got to be down. Don't say it ain't so. Did Texas just get another turnover? I sure thought Etienne was down. Georgia's got to challenge the play. They've got to challenge it. He's down. His butt's down. Etienne is down. He's got to be down. Give me the ball back. Give me the ball back. It's Georgia's ball. And Georgia avoids disaster there. Branson Robinson back out. Beck in the shotgun. It's a good run. Branson up the middle. Branson steamrolling Texas defenders. Georgia trying to stay alive in what has been just an excellent game so far. He's going to get the bad pass. Anthony Evans was open. Anthony Evans was open. Beck made the right read, just did not make the throw. Appreciate you, Cameron. Beck takes the snap. He gets a screen out to Branson. Can the blocking get set up? It does get set up to an extent. Able to take that for a gain of 7. It's 3rd and 3. Georgia. Beck. We're going into the 4th quarter. Georgia down 2 scores. Heck of a challenge there, Cameron. Tell them. Georgia down 2 touchdowns, trying to make a miracle comeback. 2 pick sixes. One of them, full disclaimer on me, did not wait for the kind of accidentally hit the wrong button on a screen pass, but it's 3rd and 3. Carson Beck in the shotgun. Get a false start on Ernest Green, the left tackle.
False start on offense.
Not at all what Georgia wanted there. 3rd and 8. Beck in the shotgun. He takes the snap. Gets Oscar Delt for a touchdown. Probably could have let that ball go a little bit earlier, but he finds the superstar tight end anyway. Shocked faces in the Texas crowd. Georgia with a chance to make this a 7-point game. There's no quit in this Georgia football team, that is for sure. Beck now up to a 5-touchdown, 7 if you count the 2 pick sixes. And it's 43-36 Texas. Thorson kicks off. Let's see if he takes this one out. He does. Raylan Wilson stops him at the 15. Texas line up in the pistol, I believe, for the first time in this football game. Sends Helm in motion. It is a carry, and he gets wrapped up, Baxter does, by Warren Brinson. A 2-yard gain. It's a 5 wide receiver set. Ewers takes the snap. They try to set up the screen, really good blocking. What a play by Isaiah Bond to make Malachi Starks miss in the open field, but he does get run down, thankfully, for Georgia. Back in the pistol, 2 tight end set. Ewers again sends Helm in motion. This is the same look they just gave Georgia. And this is again another counter play, and Raylan Wilson is able to get Baxter down. Raylan Wilson's in a really bad spot. Georgia's going to have to, he's really banged up. They're going to try to give him some time to rest here. Thankfully, Georgia's got some really good players behind him. Looks like it's going to be a mix of C.J. Allen and Troy Bowles. 43-36. Come on. Game looks like it's kind of freezing on me. I don't even get to play. Call a defensive play here. Ewers in the pistol again. They run kind of the same little gamut. It is again another carry to Baxter. Damian Wilson's able to wrap him up. It's a 3rd and 6. 5 wide. Now puts Baxter in the backfield with him. It is a run. Baxter, huge carry. Jonell need a tackle. They do push him out of bounds. Heck of a audible there. Baxter with a heck of a run. Georgia definitely not expecting the guy. Got blue in the backfield with Ewers. Puts a wide receiver in motion. They are just, Ewers and these receivers are just finding every little hole. That one to Isaiah Bond for a 1st down. Georgia's defense has got to get a stop, make a play. That's going to be an illegal man down the field. An ineligible receiver, whatever the, whatever. First and 15. Kind of exactly, may have been exactly what Georgia needed here. Georgia trying to mix up their defense, trying to confuse them. Again, another wide receiver in motion. They tried the play action pass, and he's able to get it over Bowles' head. What a throw by Ewers. Bowles in the vicinity, just didn't quite get deep enough on the completion to not. Georgia fighting for their lives defensively. Texas back in the pistol. They run the same gamut. No way this is another. It is a power. Baxter, what a run by the sophomore. Gain of 8. Baxter's had a hard time running the football here. He does hand it off to Baxter. Baxter. Gain of 3. Jadon Blue in the backfield, another wide receiver motion. Can Georgia create a turnover? They try to stretch him wide. Nice open field tackle there by Bowles. Georgia find a way to make a play defensively here inside their own 10. Oh, and Georgia's defenders get locked up. Everett does not make a tackle on the outside, and it's a touchdown for Texas. Texas now up 2 touchdowns again with 5 minutes left. Georgia just could not get a stop defensively there. The defense has not played horrific in this game. I mean, 2 pick sixes tell the bigger story for sure. And Georgia got to find a way to score quick here. Beck in the shotgun. He takes the snap. Going to dump that over to Delp. Delp does catch it, a gain of 5. Beck in the shotgun. He's going to try to hit Evans again. Evans catches it down the field. Evans just having a career day for this Georgia offense. Beck now over 400 yards passing. Takes the snap. Beck's going to have to scramble. He tries to slide, but does get tackled there. Beck. Exhaustion, I think, starting to set in. Beck takes the snap. He's going to lead. Oh, it's called for a touchdown. Georgia refuses to go away. A 6th touchdown through the air for Carson Beck. What a performance he has had outside of 2 just errant throws. Texas still up a touchdown with 4 minutes left. Thorson booms it. And he gets brought out. Jalen Walker with a good tackle in the open field. Georgia, the offense has had their warts today, no doubt about it. Georgia's just making too many mistakes in the open field there. Bolden's at 175 yards on 11 catches. Mondin, I believe it was, read that perfectly, or maybe it was Bowles and just did not make the play. Baxter, they put Isaiah Bond in motion. Isaiah Bond, he's out in the open field. Malachi Starks is able to at least slow him down, but that is a huge play for Texas. Their blocking on the outside has been just outstanding in this one. 1st and 10. That's going to be a play action. Georgia got suckered into that play action fake. Left the middle of the field open. Georgia just cannot get a stop defensively. And unable to do so. Bond in motion. It's a pass to him. They turn it inside. Michael Williams gets a stop. 5 wide set. If you're Georgia, you're essentially hoping for a baited interception here as the clock is winding down. And Ewers does throw the ball away. That stops the clock. If you're Texas, the only thing you don't have to do is turn the ball over here, and you're back up 2 scores with a made field goal. Ewers sends a receiver in motion, and he gets it out to the open field. Malachi Starks makes the tackle. Georgia's going to call a timeout, and the Texas offense is on the field. A 4th and 3. It's a deep handoff. Nazir Stackhouse gets the stop on 4th down. Georgia now with 2.5 minutes to play. Down a touchdown. Carson Beck in the shotgun. Trevor Etienne to his left. It's a handoff to Etienne. Etienne misses the hole, but still gains 5. What a game. This has been the aggressive play call. The aggressive play call from Texas, now looming large as Beck gets sacked at the 2-minute warning there. Beck was trying to hang out in the pocket just long enough for Branson to dump out as the Texas secondary dropped on him. Beck takes the snap. He's going to have Evans again, catch the ball. He doesn't keep his feet in bounds. Oh my goodness. Oh, and he gets knocked away from it. Beck tries the deep pass. Oh. Had Evans on the throw on the 3rd down. He just could not keep his feet in bounds. And Baxter with the stop there. Ewers sends a man in motion. It's a handoff to Baxter. Baxter gets it out wide. And Texas just puts the exclamation point on this game. 57-43. Texas up. Georgia is unable to score. I don't think this is a good indication of what type of game this was. 2 high-flying offenses. Just doing their thing here. Man, what a rough finish here for the Georgia Bulldogs. Certainly looks like anyway they're going to suffer their first defeat. Georgia's still got no quit in them. They've shown that they can score quickly. They would need an onside kick, obviously. That pass is going to be to Delp. Delp tries to shake out the 2 defenders. Georgia's definitely going to hurry it up here. Beck. Oh, and he finds Delp. Switch it up here. Georgia, again, needs to score a touchdown here quick. He tries to get the ball out to Humphreys. Humphreys catches it, does not get out of bounds. Georgia in desperation mode here. Tries to lob that ball. Nice play by number 6 there, the quarterback. So many different things to call here. If you're Georgia, you got to try to find a quick strike play here somewhere. He's got Humphreys. That's going to be another touchdown. This is going to come down to an onside kick. Carson Beck with his 7th touchdown. Georgia thought they were going to be able to throw the football, and they have today. But 2 pick sixes still make this a 57-50 score for Texas in the lead. Thorson tries to kick it, And it's going to be an illegal touch. He didn't get that one the full 10 yards with no Texas defender to stop it. What a game. What a game. Heck of an atmosphere here. Certainly have to think, yep, they will kneel it out in Georgia. Oh, what a game. 57-50. The clock runs out. Look at the box score there. The third quarter, I mean, just the 2 pick sixes in this game. I mean, Texas just had a day throwing the football as well. Very electric game is correct, Cameron. Anthony Evans had a huge day, a monster performance for the speedy sophomore. How far does Georgia fall? That's a good question. We'll take a look here in just a minute. 57-50, Georgia suffers their first defeat of the season. Have to give credit to the Texas crowd. This is me now speaking, not as a commentator, but the pick six on the screen pass, I kind of half-ass panicked and clicked the wrong button. Couldn't see what it was before the play. I tried to do the fake snap. Just let it show me the, sometimes if you do that, it shows you what the running back is. It didn't work out. I still think Beck was outstanding. I mean, 31 of 46, 520 yards, a 7-touchdown game, 2 picks. I mean, we really got the deep ball going in this one. Has not really been a strength. Yeah, for sure, Cameron. Definitely a loss you want to have early in the season. I mean, obviously, as we look at the big picture, this is not a death knell at all. I think Georgia will probably fall into the 6 or 7 spot, I would guess. The run game was solid for sure. I mean, ETN 14 for 60, Branson 7 for 51. We got into pass happy mode just kind of the way that the scoring just worked out. And I mean, we had to throw the ball essentially every play, there in the fourth quarter. I wish that things could have ended differently, but run game was solid. Didn't get Roderick on the field at all, but Branson and ETN both were pretty good. We did have 2 fumbles by Beck. I forgot about that turnover. That's definitely, as we'll kind of come back around to team stats, but the 3 turnovers are definitely the big thing. Lovett 8 for 59, Delp 7 for 91, did score. ETN 4 for 31 through the air. London Humphreys 3 for 42 in a score. Anthony Evans 3 catches, 166 yards, and 2 touchdowns, including an 85-yarder. The sophomore from Converse, Texas. What a game by him. Dylan Bell 2 catches, 87 yards, and 2 scores. Huge day. Branson Robinson took the 1 screen for a touchdown. You're set. We got involved early and kind of went away from there. 2 for 24. Defensively, not good. I mean, as we'll take a look at Texas stats. I mean, their RPO, the amount of people they put into motion, Ewers has the ability to kind of tell what defense you're running. Really kind of gave me problems on defense because I call the full thing offensively. Maybe against a guy like Ewers, I need to call defensively fully myself so I can really fake coverage shells, but I was kind of audibly trying to shake him up. But if you watch the safeties, it drops a 1 if we're running, cover 1, 2, 3, 4, so on and so forth. So he kind of knew what we were doing, and was not able to bait him. I know I had maybe a play or 2 that we could have gotten an interception off of him, but just didn't work out. Raylan Wilson 11 tackles, a tackle for loss. Mondin 10 with 3. Malachi Starks 9 tackles. Dalen Everett 8. Michael Williams had a good game. I mean, 6 tackles, 3 tackles for loss, a sack and a half. Warren Brinson, 1 tackle for loss himself. Sack-wise, you had Warren Brinson with a sack, Jalen Walker and Kristen Miller each with a half sack. Definitely the quietest day for Kristen Miller, and I think we really see how big that shakes things up. No interceptions. I mean, I don't think Ewers played the cleanest game, but he did not make the mistake that Carson Beck did, right? Ewers was very accurate, 84%, 37-44, 499 yards, 3 touchdowns. I mean, Ewers had a day. You know, no ifs, ands, or buts about it. That field general mental ability for him is definitely something to watch out for. You know, when you're recruiting quarterbacks and stuff, because that's the mental abilities you can't. You know, you can't. That's not a skill they develop. They either have it or they don't. Ewers, hell of a job. Probably the best run defense we've seen all year. I think Texas hurt themselves a little bit by hurting Baxter with some of those little pistol tight end motion counters. That didn't work at all, but he had 19 for 63. Did have a touchdown there late in the game. Jadon Blue actually negative yardage, but does have a score as well. But look at these receivers, man. I mean, the short passing game created a couple of really, you see on the right here, a bunch of long distance passes as well. Bond 11 for 116. Golden torched us. I mean, had no answer for him. 11 for 175 and 2 scores. Jonte Cook 8 for 91. Knoblack had a couple of really big catches. Did have 2 drops, but 5 for 107 and a score. Don't see how you can possibly be upset about that. Defensively, the biggest story is Kobe Black, right? 2 pick sixes. They're the difference in the game. And, you know, that's a part of it. Derek Williams, who did get hurt at the end of this game. Hopefully he's okay. 14 tackles, 1 tackle for loss. Barron had 11 tackles. They got after Beck, too. I mean, a sack and a half for Ethan Burke, who also had the forced fumble. Sorrell had a big 3rd down sack. As we were kind of getting momentum, had a really huge sack for them in the 4th quarter. Bledsoe with a sack. Broughton with a half sack there. I mean, but the big story is Kobe Black. And as we look at the game, I mean, more first downs, more total offense. We outrushed them humongously. I mean, we held Texas to a yard, you know, barely a yard and a half. But, you know, despite that, we had the turnovers. They were better than us on 3rd down. I did get one of my 4th down conversions and did get a 2-pointer when they did not. But, I mean, 3 turnovers for us. That's kind of been the big bugaboo for this offense. I think Beck now, as we're through week 8, I think has 9 interceptions, which, of course, follow me for sure. But the first interception on the out route to Lovett has been just a real crucial play for me this year on 3rd downs. And really, it feels like the kind of thing where the game, I know it doesn't, but it's like it's that adaptive AI of like, okay, Texas is scouting what we do on 3rd down. Kobe Black made the play. And for me, I should have made sure that he actually turned and ran with Dylan Bell, because what that probably created was a big seam throw to Bell that I missed, trying to go for the easy 3rd down there. Beck also did have the fumble on the strip sack. Oh, frustrating. I mean, a hell of a game. You know, it obviously sucks anytime you end up on the losing side of things, but, you know, for the sake of the series, it's also a positive 7+ touchdown passes. That's didn't turn the ball over at all. I mean, that's the hard score. Say that. It hurts. Maybe since a close win against Clemson in week 1 in a game that I was up big and allowed them to come back. But yeah, as we advance through the week, we'll see how far Georgia falls. Glenn Easy did get the running back commit there. Nice. Good, very good Jim 4-star receiving back. So should be an excellent player. Spencer Kumaz, a right tackle, 4-star guy that I've been pushing really hard for. So that's nice. So we got 2 commits. First for a lot of these guys, Lyle Pounds I've been pushing really, really hard for. Looks like we fell to number 6, Cameron. So about pretty close to what I thought there. Been pushing really hard for Pounds, but it really became apparent probably 2 or 3 weeks ago. I was sinking everything I had into it. It was pretty apparent he was not going to come to us. Like he was going to go to LSU. So no real surprise there. This is a big one. Kevin Vernon, 4-star Jim from McDonough. scrambler archetype that I think certainly has the skills I think I can utilize. First for him, first for Webb, first for AJ Michaels I've been pushing hard for, but I know LSU has also been throwing their weight around there. Marquise Keene, he is a bust, but he's a 5-star, so I'm still going after him. He's in his top 3 schools. And Doug Coffey is a cornerback I kind of added here over the last couple of weeks. We're first 4-star guy there. I'll do some recruiting. Actually, I guess I'll just do recruiting now since we have a bye week. I'll sim to the Florida game. So let's see what kind of points I have now. I'm getting the bug / glitch on Tobias here where it will not let me schedule the visit. Even if I dump all of this, I guess because I didn't want to do the visit for him because I didn't know exactly what he wanted as far as his interests and motivations, and that's kind of coming back to bite me. Let's see, now I can at least go the full gauntlet here. I'm doing a hard sell with the coach favored. I can now, nope, I can't do that actually, so I'm already doing the full. But with the coach favorite, you know, I mean, 7 points is more than going, so it actually is more beneficial for me to do the 55 hours versus the 60 with that. We'll see. I mean, I'm certainly hoping we keep him, but the Kentucky's already had their visit. That's huge, but I need to get him committed in case South Carolina makes a late push with their visit here in a couple of weeks. Easy, we just got. Dallas, we just got again. Hometown kid, come on. Boys, really super excited about him. Was the #1 wide receiver on my board. 6'4". I mean, at that size with 94 speed, I think he's going to be a problem for us. Let's see. We can't invest any more points in him. We're doing well there. So these are 2 just 4-star tight ends. We need some tight ends. I think they're popping up on our team needs. Yeah, it says we need 2. So found these guys. Since I have the points, let's just. So I don't know. So like if you go to a hard sell, I can't do it until it gets to a top 5. But you know you can set it where it's got. You can get 3 interests on the right side. If you can get them lined up, and it really helps boost things, but we're just going to swing with the 50 there. Webb's a 3-star gem that I found. I'm really trying to make a heavy push for as I have a need there, offensive line. So we know what his top 3s are. I got 75 points I can use on offensive lineman. So this is what I'm talking about. So you see we got the 3 checks on the sides. What you do is just kind of scroll until you find the one that matches up all 3, which for this one is to the house. So that's 40 hours. I get the same points at the bottom, the 5 points of influence for him, while still having other time available. So you know, it's the same amount of points unless you have a certain amount of recruiter coaching abilities in there. It's the same amount as it's in the house, but it gives you 10 less hours on that. So should be able to really push for him now. Shaughnessy here, no reason not to utilize. Let's see what I need to do. So now that I have the hours, I can kind of go it's in the house, go the +60 there. Kuma, this is the tackle we just got. Really good all-around guy. 72 speed at tackle is really nice. AJ Mix here's another guy we're really pushing for. We already had him on a visit. Let's invest some more points there. I need to get some of these guys. Committed for sure. Maldonado, we're leading for. Let's send the house on him too. I got to have some of these offensive linemen. I backed down my points on Whitaker because we've got such a big lead. So I'll plug another 25 in there. Michaels. I'm using. Let's see, to the house. I got a visit. Tennessee already scheduled there, so I can add 15 more. Yeah, there's no way for me to be able to use to the house and that, so we'll do that. 85 points. Let's continue to push for him. Really in a good spot for a lot of these guys that are left. So I'm just going to plug in some of these additional hours. And some people are going to be visiting soon here. I actually get to use visits for the Florida game. Yeah, let's just some of these guys that we're not using quite as many points on. Let's send some more now that I have more available. 5-star there committed. this is a 5-star bust, but I'm all for you know, let's get him on. That means he's essentially a 4-star. Might not have the best might not have like the best development trait, but we can roll with that. Hobbs, let's try to finish this off. So, send him for Tennessee. I don't know exactly what he likes, so that's kind of the conundrum that you get into. Is if you don't know exactly what they want. Oh, excuse me. Why am I doing that? I'm thinking about the hard sell action. So let's see. Still got some points. We'll dump that. We'll go in the house there. We're down to 50 hours. Might be fighting a losing battle here with Lee John. It looks like we are going to get Hobbs, especially when we invest in more points. Let's do. What? Let's dump this. Let's go all in. Let's see what we can do. Let's use all the points that we can use here. So I don't have his hard sales. I don't have quite enough information on him. Let's send the house, see if we can get back on that. And then let's try to finish off Coffee. That's going to leave me with some stuff left over. Is there anybody I haven't fully scouted? I don't believe so. Could probably throw around another scholarship. 15 hours available, so let's just take a look at Team E's right quick. All right, I know this is starting to get a long-winded on the if you're watching this on YouTube or if you're watching this on stream, but I need a fullback. Could just take a walk on there. So definitely only targeting 2 guards when I need another one. So let's just try to see if we can't find a guard. Just use recommended for this, sorted by rank. See if there's somebody that I can maybe make a play for that's not. It's like this Cole guy, I'm 4th, and he has not been offered anything. He's just a 3-star. I need bodies here, so not overly worried about it. We'll go ahead and send that, and we'll just DM him. Not really worried about scouting him, so we'll do that. Go over the top 25s. We'll go through the bye week, go over top 25 again. Again, we're ranked 6th now. Disappointing loss, but, you know, as part of it, it wouldn't be fun if I won every single game. So Boston College beat up on Virginia Tech. UCLA loses on the road to Rutgers, who's now up to number 7 at 7-0. Insane season for them. Michigan 33-27. Their only loss being to the Texas team that we just lost to. Iowa smokes Michigan State. You know it's a video game with Iowa scoring 41 points. Nebraska loses again. I think that's their 2nd loss in a row now, 34-21 to Indiana. Oregon beats Purdue. Again, we lose by 1 score to Texas. Arkansas takes down LSU 33-21. Oklahoma beats South Carolina 17-14. West Virginia takes down what was an undefeated Kansas State team 37-34. Big upset there. Oklahoma State 30 over BYU 20. UCF up to number 5, actually ranked ahead of Georgia, 38-28 in the Big 12 matchup there. Big season so far for UCF. Alabama loses to Tennessee. Alabama's 2nd loss on the season, including losing to us. Big win there for Tennessee at home. It's been a rough year in Rocky Top, but a big win there. Texas Tech 42-24 over Baylor. Notre Dame 45-21 win over Georgia Tech. Notre Dame keeps rolling along 7-0. Miami 52-42 over Louisville. Utah 26-25. They survived TCU. Oregon State 21-13 over UNLV. And Arizona 49-21 over Colorado. We're at the halfway point, roughly, week 9. Let's just take a look and see who's leading the Heisman. Obviously, it's not a Georgia Bulldog, but okay. Ayo Minor. I know he's a really good wide receiver. I'm not sure how to say his name out of Stanford, but having a huge season. Okay, Riley Leonard, KJ Jefferson, Malachi Coleman has just been. I know I said it, in an earlier episode. He's been phenomenal. I mean, it's just going off every week. And Bayron Morton from Texas Tech. Yeah, that's our Heisman Trophy, guys. Beck got a big jump on his stats now. He's up to 24 passing touchdowns. Now, again, 9 interceptions. That's frustrating. But yeah, we'll advance the week. We'll check top 25s and we'll hop on out of here. Yeah, thank you guys for tuning in. Definitely sucks that, Vernon with the commit, the quarterback I really wanted. Nice. That opens up even more points for us. 4-star guy, and we did get Tobias, the 5-star athlete, as a power running back. Definitely excited to have him. Looks like he's going to be an outstanding player and a big part of our future in the backfield. Really glad that the bug with the visits did not hurt us there. Taylor Webb, 3-star right tackle. Look at the commits. AJ Michaels. What a week. This is a nice bye week. This is a nice ending to the episode here and into the stream. 4-star right end. Marquise King. He's a bust, but he's a 5-star from Michigan, a defensive tackle. Wow, we really swept there. Five guys, 2 5-stars, 2 4s, and a 3-star. And still in good spots for plenty of other guys. Kind of been the thing we've shockingly been missing here. It's just kind of struggled to get commits, but you see we're in a really good spot for a lot of these guys. So yeah, that was huge. I don't think any of those guys have a deal breaker that's really gonna hurt me. We're back up to number 4, but I'll finish up this recruiting and stuff off screen here, but just to take a look. I mean, Vernon, 4-star Jim, really good player, good throw power. His accuracies definitely need a little work with how much I throw the ball, but having a guy with 93 speed, got really good mentals. That road dog is huge. I believe that's what Beck has, so your hot routes and audibles and stuff are good to go. Tobias, yeah, that's 92 speed at 5'10", 233, 88 break tackle. This is a great Branson Robinson fill in down the road. I really don't know how I'm gonna keep him off the field too much here. Yeah, a lot of good commits here. I'll finish this up off screen, but yeah, we'll take a look at they have the award watch list. I tell you what, we'll look over the scores and then look at the watch list. We'll just kind of glance over, see if we have anybody. And got Arkansas 38-10 over Mississippi State, Texas 40-22 over Vanderbilt, Texas Tech 37-7 over TCU, Michigan 42-21 over Michigan State, Notre Dame ugly score 17-5. Navy's offense has been dreadful this year. Nebraska with a road upset over Ohio State to bounce back after a couple losses, 29-27. Penn State 38-24 over Wisconsin, Washington 34-22. Kansas State 26-21 over Kansas, Oklahoma State 34-28 over Baylor, Oregon 34-28 over Illinois, Oklahoma 37, Ole Miss 34, big road win for the Sooners. Utah 18, losing to Houston 28-17. Alabama barely hangs on 28-26. Arizona thrashes West Virginia 52-28. Rutgers 31-25. Rutgers up to number 5 now. LSU 50-48 in a hell of a game with Texas A&M, and Florida State beats Miami 31-27, and UCF finishes us off with a 34-16 win. I won't spend too long here on the CFP bracket. Let's just kind of see where we're standing right now. We are in as, of course, the 6th seed is we're the 4th highest ranked team. Definitely have to rebound after that tough loss. But the end stretch of the season, we do have the trip to Ole Miss, but it's not quite as bad as the stretch we just went on. Watch list. Anybody on Player of the Year? We do not. Head Coach of the Year. I doubt I'm on here. Best quarterback is Beck. Beck is not. So we're just on the watch list. I don't know how official this is right now, but Beck is not there. Best defensive player, Christian Miller, of course, stands out. Lots of defensive guys on here. So that's nice. 3 defensive backs here, including Ellers Robinson, a true freshman at best defensive back. Best running back, Giddens. I played against him in my Tulane Dynasty. He is a force at Kansas State. Nobody there. A little surprised with that. Doubt I'm gonna have anybody here. Best tight end, Lombardi Award here for Kristen Miller. That's huge. Warren Brinson up towards the top. Nobody there. Best defensive end, again, Miller should be running away with that right now. Warren Brinson behind him. Best interior lineman, Tate Ratledge and Dylan Fairchild. And then outstanding. Micah Morris is up here. I don't even know if he's played that much, but okay. Best tight end, Oscar Delp, should be relatively running away with that. Royals Award. Les linebacker, got some guys here as well, of course. Jalen Walker's been outstanding. Michael Williams has been great. Mondon's been solid, as long as I'm not defending him. Jared Wilson at 5th. So yeah, we got some guys here. Definitely not gonna have a kicker, and definitely not gonna have a punter. Returner Anthony Evans had a kickoff return against Clemson. Hadn't really done that much since then, but yeah, that's what we got. If you're watching this on Twitch and you're enjoying the content, we had a heck of a game today. You know, shoot me a follow, leave me any feedback, and yeah, thank you very much, Cameron. I appreciate the support. If you're watching this on YouTube, let's like and subscribe, leave me feedback. Thank you guys so much. Hate that we lost, but it was a heck of a game. But yeah, I'll catch you guys next time. Thank you so much. Peace.